Hello students, today I'll explain the Bangle Sellers poem line by line explanation. Okay? Understanding the poem, paraphrasing and explanations. So Bangle Sellers are we who bear our shining lords to the temple fair, who will buy these delicate bright, rainbow tinted circles of light, lustrous tokens of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wives. Okay, so here bangle sellers are we who bear. So we are the group of the bangle sellers who are carrying the heavy loads on the back of our shoulders. Okay, and we are carrying those bangles on our back. Okay, shining loads here. Our shining loads here means loads refers to the bangles here and as the color bangles. Colorful bangles shine in sunlight when the bangle sellers carries them to the fair. So when the bangle sellers are carrying those bangles, they are shining under the sunlight. Okay, so they are shining bright, so bright in the sunlight when they are carrying these bangles to the temple fair. Who will temple fair, and therefore the poet terms them as shining lords. Temple fair means usually fairs are organized in the temple grounds during different religious occasions. So if any religious occasion is going on, for example, if any religion is, if any occasion, any festival, religious festival is about to happen, so then the people can celebrate with the fairs. Okay, temple is going to organize a fair. Okay, so there the bangle sellers are selling different colors of the bangles for the women. Okay, and who will buy this delicate bright? So here delicate means the bangles are very delicate and also they are bright in colors and rainbow tinted circles of light. So here rainbow tinted means multicolored bangles. Okay, circles of light. The bangles are circular and the glass bangles shine in sunlight. Therefore, they are termed as the circles of light. So here the poet is telling that rainbow tinted, that means they have several colors. Okay, multicolors of the bangles are available with the bangle sellers, and also those bangles are shining under the sunlight. Okay, they're shining. Okay, because the bangles can have the glitter finishing, no, so that's why they can shine so brightly under the sunlight. And after that, lustrous tokens of radiant leaves. So they are also circular in shape. I forgot to mention the bangles are in circular shape, no, so that's why circles of light, and also the lustrous, glossy and gleaming, shining tokens. Okay, tokens means symbol. Radiant and joyful, happy. So here, lustrous, they are like shining. Okay, they are shining symbols for a woman. So whoever wear those bangles, they look so beautiful. So if they wear bangles, their hands also look so beautiful. And they are like the symbols of the joyful and happy daughters and happy wives. So you can buy the bangles for your daughters and okay wives also. For example, if a man is crossing by that way where the bangle sellers are, you know, crying means not the weeping here, crying means shouting. Okay, they're shouting like who gonna buy these bangles which are very bright and very delicate. Okay, they are multicolors and they have multicolors and multicolors are available with them. So at the time you can buy those bangles for your daughters and also for your wives. Okay, so the bangle sellers are shouting in this way. The first stanza of the poem, the bangle sellers, gives us a description of the loads of the bangles bangle seller carries to a temple fair. The third and fourth lines of the stanza are significant as it asks a question. Who are the people who are going to buy these delicate and but brightly colored bangles? So this question can be what the poet is asking, and the poem is going to provide answers to the questions. Okay, so here the first stanza of the poem, bangle sellers are giving the description. Actually, they're telling that loads of the bangles are carried by the bangle sellers, and also here the bangles are very significant. Okay, and ask the questions who are going to buy these bangles which are delicate and bright. Okay, and this question can be what the poet is asking, and also the poet is telling here who can wear these delicate and bright bangles. Actually, the happy daughters and happy wives can wear these bangles. If they wear those bangles, then they can have the joyful and happiest life. Okay, is shouting this rhetorical question at a temple fair so as to attract people to buy his bangles. So they are shouting like this in order to attract the people, attract the customers to buy the bangles. The bangles are then described as symbol so of happy and joyful daughters and wives. So if you wear those bangles, then you can be the happiest women and also the happiest wife and happiest daughter. Okay, so that's what the poet wants to deliver here in this first stanza of the bangle seller's poem. Some are meet for a maiden's rest. So here you can understand that actually some are meet means fit. Some bangles can be suitable for the maiden's rest. Maidens delicate, beautiful. Okay, so they can wear, the maidens can wear these delicate bangles. Okay, maidens dress silver and blue as the mountain mist, and the silver and blue, these are all the colors can be available for the maidens. Okay, the girls are yet to marry. Okay, the young women who are yet to marry. Mountain mist, and some are flushed like the buds that dream. So here flushed means rosy, glowing, and trank. Mountain mist, some are flushed like the buds that dream. That means grow, sprout in atmosphere, and they can be like a buds. Okay, that dream on the tranquil brow of a woodland dream. So here tranquil means calm, serene, and woodland stream. Actually, top, brow means top, crest means summit, and woodland means forest. Okay, so river means here rivulet. As I told you, rivulet means a small river. Okay, so that can be the, as I was explaining after Blenheim, there I explained that rivulet means a very small river. And woodland stream, some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves. Aglow means glowing. Okay, and cleaves means slices to the limpid glory of newborn leaves. Okay, limpid means transparent. Some refers to the shining loads of the bangles that the bangle seller is carrying. So here some shining loads here means some of the bangles which are carried by the, which are carrying by the bangle sellers to the temple fair. The poet in this stanza is describing the bangles. So here the poet is describing about the types of the bangles which are available in the bangle sellers bags. Okay, some of these bangles are fit for young girls and maiden wrist, and their colors are primarily silver and blue. So usually young maidens can wear the bangles which can fit to their wrist. Wrist means this part. Okay, so they can wear these kinds of bangles. Usually they wear mostly silver and blue color bangles according to the poet. The poet moreover describes the color by making a comparison, as the color is similar to the midst of the mountain. So those colors are similar to the mountains which are far away from our place. If you can see the mountains which are very far away from the place where you stood, so there you can see that the mountains are like silver color because they are very far away. Though so if you see like that, then you can understand they are like silver, okay, and blue. And some bangles are glowing like the buds of flowers that grow on the top of the plants near the forest rivers. And also you can see that some of the bangles are like the birds of the flowers. So when the bird is about to come in a plant, so first of all we can see only the buds. Okay, buds and leaves. So buds are going to come, then the grow on the top of the plants near the forest rivers. So if you go to the forest, there you find some of the plants, and on the top of those plants you can see these buds which can look so beautiful. And forest, some are glowing in the same color as that of the color of the new leaves when the light passes through them. So and also some of the some are glowing in the same color. So they are glowing in the same color exactly what they are, especially when the sunlight goes through those leaves and the flowers. Okay, and they look like new leaves, and light passes through them. Okay, so some are like fields of sunlit corn. Okay, sunlit corn means here the second stage of the bride, and golden yellow color. Okay, meet for a bride on her bridal morn. Some like the flame of a marriage fire, or rich with the hue of her heart's desire, tinkling, luminous, render, tender and clear, like her bridal laughter and bridal tear. So here sunlit, golden and yellow color. So bridal morning, bridal morn means bridal morning, and after that marriage fire, that is similar to red, and a passion in her heart. Tinkling means the sound, and bridal laughter, happy new life for the happiness for the new life, and also the bridal tear, sad leaving her family, because she is leaving her, she is about to leave her family, so she may get some kind of uh, tears also. So sunlit corn means here golden yellow color, bridal morn means morning of the marriage. So here she discussed about the bride who is going to be married. Okay, so at the time she may wear the red color bangles, no? So some bangles are golden, similar to the color of fields of ripe corn when sunlight falls on them. So some bangles are like corn which are yellow in color. Okay, so light yellow in color, and some bangles are golden. And after that, these bangles are meant for brides to wear on the morning of marriage. So some bangles can be worn by the bride in the morning of the marriage. Okay, so next the poet uses similes to describe the bangles. Similes means actually if you want to compare two things with the help of like or as, so that is one of the figures of speech. So there you can use the simile. Okay, so here the poet used the simile. She says that the bangles are like the flame of marriage fire. So those bangles are like marriage fire. Okay, they are also red in color. No, the marriage fire can be red in color. The bangles are also red in color. So that is the color of a fire around which the couple goes around and takes the marital vows according to Hindu ritual of marriage. So actually she is telling that those newly married couple, they may walk around the fire in the marriage. Okay, so they may make some promises also while they are roaming around that fire. They may make some promises. So that fire is like red, no? So that's why she's calling those red bangles are symbols of a marriage fire. Okay, and this is the color of fire around which the couple goes on and take the marital vows according to the Hindu ritual of marriage. The second comparison of the bangles is to the hue of heart's desire, that is red. The poet uses four adjectives to describe the bangles: tinkling sound of the bangles, and also luminous, glowing and tender, fragile as they are made of glass, and also the clear, transparent. So now she is talking about the bangles which are like the bangles can make some sounds. No, tinkling means the sounds of the bangles, and they are very glowing and they are soft. Okay, they are very delicate. Okay, tender means very soft and delicate here, and clear, transparent. These adjectives are then compared to the bridal laughter and bridal tear. So actually she is telling that she may have the happiness and also some sadness too, because she has to leave her family. Bride is both happy and sad woman as she is looking forward to her new life with the life partner, husband, and therefore the laughter, and also sad and tearful as according to Hindu tradition she has to leave her parents' household and go to her husband's home. So now she has to feel very happy that she is about to start a new life. She is going to have a better future, and after that she has to leave her family and all the household. No, so that's why she has some sadness too, according to the poet. And after that some are purple and glow flecked gray. Okay, so that means middle-aged mothers can wear these bangles which has spots on those bangles. For she who has journeyed through life midway, so she has already crossed the middle-aged, I mean the crossed the half of the life, whose hands have cherished and whose love has blessed, means blessed, and cradle fair, that means worth of sons on her faithful breast. So and serves her household in fruitful pride, and worships the gods at her husband's side. Okay, it is an honor for a woman to sit next to the husband and make all the traditional uh, you know activities. Gold flecked means here dots of gold on them. So usually women can wear the bangles which are plain and they can have some dots, golden dots on the bangles. These bangles can be worn by the middle-aged women according to the poet. So here blessed means blessed, and cradle means used here in the sense of brought up. So here she has already cradled so many children. Okay, not so many children, how many she has. Okay, many children already brought up by her. And faithful breast refers to the mother's love. So she has given and she has distributed wonderful mother's love to her children. And some bangles are of the purple and purple color, and some are gray with the spots of gold on them. So some of the bangles are gray color for the middle-aged woman and also the gold spots on them. And these bangles are meant for women who have passed the youth of their lives and are middle-aged ones. So she belongs to the middle age. These bangles are meant for the hands which have taken great care to bring up their children and have taken care to look after every need of the household. And she is a person who is a very responsible one. She has already grown up the children and she is very responsible about the household activities, and she can take care of each and everything. She has passed almost half of the life. The poet mentions how the mother's love for their children is always faithful, and the love of the mother is very faithful. You cannot doubt, or you cannot doubt the mother's love. And the poet mentions how the mother's love for the children is always faithful, and how the wives take pride in running their household properly. And it is a pride for the middle-aged woman to take care of the family with a lots of responsibility without missing or failing in anything. Okay. pride in running their household properly, and worship the gods along with their husbands. For these happy and proud women too, there are bangles. Okay, these women are very proud. Okay, they are prideful because they are dealing all the household activities in a very wonderful manner. So now she has the honor to sit along with her husband to make all the traditional oaths and traditional activities. She explained about all the stages of women. Okay, first of all the young maidens, girls, and after that the bridal women, and after that the brides. Okay, then the middle-aged women. She described about all the stages of the women in a wonderful way. Okay,